Will this be the most ambitious Star Wars we've ever seen? Let's find out tonight. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Ahsoka-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with Ahsoka Season 2 teaser trailer. And it was pretty exciting.
It was super dope.
And it came out super late.
Yeah. It must have been the end of D23.
I think well, yes, but also I think it was West Coast, so it was only 9:30 when it came out there.
Oh, true.
But here we were 2 hours. I was literally, I cited did you watch my trailer reaction?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was literally in my underwear, about to go to bed, and then it was funny because I was just checking, what was it, something on Instagram. Like I was just checking because I posted over that night or whatever. I was just checking Instagram before I went to bed, and it literally on the home screen popped up like Anakin and Ahsoka fighting, and like I was like, whoa! I just took my computer and threw it across the room. That was basically how I reacted almost, and I was like, what do I do? So I just threw some clothes on and set it up, and spent way too long trying to make a thumbnail that did not get the views that I wanted. Drew, of course, got more views than me, like crazy more. But yes, if you're listening, go check out our trailer reactions on YouTube. I was super pumped. I think I was maybe a little too excited. I don't know. I was really over the top. I don't know what happened there, but I was super excited. Drew has his video up there as well. Go check those out. Help the algorithm.
Yeah, I got home from work and then I saw you guys like posting, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. And I stayed up for 2 more hours.
Yep. It was pretty exciting. And it was like, because we were expecting that maybe it was going to come out. But I was like, okay, it's 11:30 at night. It's going to come out Saturday or something like that. But they did a ton of trailers. And it was stupid because I was like, oh crap, I got to go check the Ahsoka trailer out. And like I go on YouTube, and the trailer that pops up first is like the Doomsday one. I'm like, I don't care about Doomsday. I know.
I almost reacted to that. And then I was like, never mind.
Oh, yeah, because I watched your live stream of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I need to edit this thing and then edit the clip for Instagram. So I was like, no, I don't got time for that.
Yep. But anyway, but if you didn't see or listen to our episode from last week, we had our first, celebrity interview on the podcast. Kevin Rubio, who is the creator and writer for the EU comic series Tag and Bink, which we covered last year on the podcast. And so it was super cool having him on. How he got involved with working for Lucasfilm back in the late 90s and early 2000s was super interesting story. Like it was really cool. I highly recommend you go listen to that interview. It was just really interesting on how he got involved, and he gave us some little like hints and stuff.
We got some hints after the podcast.
Yeah, he says it at the end of the podcast episode. He's like, when you guys stop recording, I can tell you what I'm working on right now. So we're not allowed to say anything. So it'll be in the secret forever unless it comes out at some point. He has to like submit it and have it accepted and have them.
Yeah, because even if it gets denied, we're the only ones who would ever know.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing that when you submit a project to Lucasfilm, if they say no, it's still their property.
Yep.
So that's why we don't have the original sequel trilogy like story from George Lucas, because they have that. Mm-hmm. And same with that Hunt for Ben Solo movie. That got leaked, but the premise. But technically that's not supposed to be known. But did you see
I saw your post on Instagram, and Andrew didn't understand.
I guess because he never wasn't with us. But someone over the weekend asked Dave Filoni about the Hunt for Ben Solo movie, and how did he say it? I copied it and posted it. Um, he says, "We're not making that picture right now. That's all I can say." That's like they've talked about it.
Yeah, that's not a no.
That's we're not working out, but it's not a no. And I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. I think in a few years, dude, I think they could come out, dude. I'm if they need a little bit older Kylo Ren anyway after all these years. Adam Driver has a few gray hairs because he's
And
been
Adam's
alive
working
still.
with Disney again.
Oh yeah, he's the villain. What's his name? I forget. Mister Sinister or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know my. Which everyone thought he was gonna be Magneto, and then he teased that when it's I'm Magneto. Oh, wait, I'm not Magneto. And he gives like the action. And first of all, he says like the person's name, not his villain name. I was like, I have no idea who that is, so I had to look it up. But I don't know.
Mr. Signature.
A lot of people were not happy about the cast that they revealed for X-Men.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone loves Sadie Sinks because she's the goat, but like no one cared about anybody else. But I don't know. I think this will be good. It'll be pretty cool. We'll see.
They
We'll see
didn't
how many
cast a
of them
new
are.
Wolverine, did they?
They didn't say anything.
Yeah. So this is
But
the X-Men before Wolverine.
but I'm thinking we're gonna see a lot of these characters though in
Doomsday.
Doomsday though.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
You're right. I can't even say her, and I can't say her name. But the woman that's cast as Rogue, yeah, she says she's gonna be Peak. I don't know. I've never seen her in anything, so I don't know. I don't know any of those actors except for Sadie Sink. But whatever. We're not here for Marvel Cinematic Universe content. We're here for the Ahsoka trailer. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, the rumors have been that they're going all out on this show. They're not. Dave Filoni's like now that he's like in full reign of Lucasfilm, like he can do whatever he wants, type of thing.
Yep.
And I think they scaled this up, the production of this. Like, dude, the space battles in this thing,
Dude, it
like,
looks like a movie.
dude, it's look stuff in like all the other live action stuff, like space battles, that are still great and wonderful. But the scale of these ones, you could just tell that it's big budget, and I'm super hyped. So I don't know, like we're gonna have to wait and see. It comes out in November 20 or not November, January 20th, 2027. So it'll be a late Christmas gift for us, but I'm excited. Well, I'm sure we'll get one more trailer, maybe sometime in November.
Technically, isn't this a teaser trailer?
Yes.
Oh.
So we'll get another full-on official trailer in probably, I'm guessing, October or November during like Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah,
which would be 2 months before. So, we'll
it's probably going to be Thanksgiving Day during one of the football games. Yeah,
maybe. So I'm looking forward to that. But we might as well just jump into this frame by frame. And they were not hiding anything in this trailer. So like right off the bat, I gotta cook this. Right off the bat, we got some U-Wings, which I assume is on Dathomir. It looks Dathomir because it's like you got like the vines and like like the crazy trees and stuff, and it's reddish here. It's more red from space, but it's still close enough. And then right away we have Anakin. Oh, first then we see the graves, which I'm assuming these are Dathomirian witch graves that we have because we see New Republic soldiers fighting the stormtroopers, which is pretty cool. So these are all the stormtroopers that Thrawn brought back. Now, do we think that these are zombie troopers like they were in season 1?
Yes, because at 3 seconds you can see that there's red on one of the troopers' legs, like the wraps they had.
Well, that doesn't mean that they're zombies. That's just
all of those were zombies, though.
But we don't know if all the troopers are zombies though. I think a lot of them probably were because they were resurrected.
Okay, so at 3 seconds in the next frame, it's like you can see the Dathomirian, which is shooting.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you can see. I think they're all the zombie ones.
all zombies. Do you think there's not any of them that are still alive?
I mean,
There has to be some that are
maybe,
alive. I
but
hope so.
do they die and then they become zombies right away?
I don't know.
Is that how that works?
I don't know how it works. I don't know how witch magic works in Star Wars. No one understands that aspect of it. But
I don't even think they understand it.
but why don't I have subtitles? What the heck? Where's my subtitles? But yeah, we get so what does he say? Gotta go back. Tell me, Ahsoka, what troubles you? And so we get a flashback to Clone Wars, which is super exciting.
Yes,
Live action.
cool.
So we got what's her name? Ariana Greenblatt, I think her name is, right? Green something. She's back at it. She was amazing in season 1, and I can't wait to see her again. Hayden Christensen, de-aged, and they're on some sort of, well, it's maybe not a snow planet, but just winter. And you got clone troopers that are down, and they come up against this guy. I don't know. No one knows who this guy is, I don't think.
No, so I was talking to my buddy who's super into the EU. He was saying that it's a character from like the way he looks and his like hilt, and it's like a EU design from the Old Republic. I don't know what that means for this because it doesn't really make any sense, but they could have took a character like they have in the past from EU and then just added him in this, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't, if it's a flashback, I can't imagine we get a lot of time in this, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
It'd be really cool if it's like one episode is just Clone Wars.
Which it could be, but it seems to imply that Anakin is going to be a Force ghost and throughout the season.
I think
it
so.
Seems like so. I think with that, as they're talking about things, they're going to be referring back to things in their past, which I think I think we're going to get a lot of
Hayden,
and we're going to get a lot more than just this one flashback. I don't know though.
Is Rex going to be in this thing?
Oh no, I don't think so. If it is this going to be a voice? It's not going to be. Tamora Morrison's not going to put on the suit, I don't think, because he says he hasn't been involved with anything. But obviously, he has to say that. But
yeah,
he's implied that like the Book of Boba Fett season 2 isn't gonna. There's no plans for that. Like, so I don't know. Now it would make sense. I think he is going to be involved in if they're still planning on doing that Thrawn movie. I'm sure he'll be involved with that, just because that's. If it's what I think it's going to be, everyone's going to come together for that movie. So he'll be needed, but he's also super old. So I don't know if he can even.
Yeah, he's not getting any younger. Like, how long ago was Book of Boba Fett?
2021 into 2022. And it was like the first episode was like the last week of 2021.
Yeah, but it was recorded in 2021.
Or probably 2020, if I had to guess. So, but I don't know.
But 6 years ago,
this guy's pretty cool. He has like a man bun. It's like I think it's like a man bun slicked back, and he has like, I'm assuming they're supposed to be like tattoos, like black under his eyes with like kind of like tear, like it's draining with tears kind of down the side lines. And he has this cool saber that like it's like a double bladed saber, but it splits in the middle, but the blade connects in the middle. So like
I don't know.
Like it just makes it much wider, so it's much longer than a normal
saber.
saber, and so like it'd be cool to see like what tricks he can do with that.
I feel like that's just an accident waiting to happen, though. Like if his hand slips,
Okay, he's a trained professional, Drew. He knows what he's doing.
I know. But just imagine, like the Lego parody for this would be hilarious.
Oh well. What's good? Well, the Lego parody is one's gonna like fling off the side end,
And then he's gonna be like, "Oh," he's gonna try to hold the one giant. Yeah,
but it would be cool if like because obviously this prevents you from cutting it in half.
true.
He can just open it up to block or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
which would be cool. But like if it's can be used super long, like the middle expands. Like I wonder like what you can do if you can like swing it around, more like a more like not like a whip, but like a long like a whip is usually long,
Like a California saber.
California saber. If you know, you know.
If
Back
you know,
in the day,
you know.
But I don't know. I'm excited for this fight. And who this guy is.
And Ahsoka with her green lightsaber.
Yeah, her like lime, but she also has two sabers though.
Yeah, she has her blue one.
I wish we never got that story in
On
Clone
how
Wars about
she-
how she went from 1 to 2.
No,
So maybe this is that flashback. Maybe we figure out like in this storyline, like this is how she gets like her second one. This is like her first time because she's not using it here. So maybe she's not used to using it yet. So maybe it's like her first mission with two sabers or something like that.
mm-hmm.
But it'd be cool if we finally get that story of why she went to 2 sabers. I don't think we get anything even like hinted at it at all.
No.
Um,
I love that Anakin is like wearing a jacket that you could probably get at box lunch.
no clue. But
Like, it just looks like
Ahsoka looks like she's like Mrs. Claus or something. Like
Well,
it's
because
red.
well, it's red, but it's longer, so it can go over her.
Well, yeah, because like she had a similar one in Clone Wars on the moon of Pantora when they were doing
Mhm.
that. Well, but that was like just like a navy blue one. But this is a new one.
Yeah, it definitely does look Mrs. Clausy for sure.
But I don't know.
It's a little fuzzy.
If they don't sell that,
oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Hayden's jacket's already been on sale before. So,
but they can charge like $350 for these ones or something like that. Would you get it?
no, probably not.
Yeah,
So-
but they're fighting in the woods in the dark, and he does this awesome move where he jumps up and spins, but then he's like grabbing a log and throwing it and jumps over the log, goes over the top of Ahsoka, and then Anakin cuts it in half. Because he's the chosen one, so he's pretty cool. He can do whatever he wants. So
and also Anakin doesn't seem intimidated like at all in this.
oh, why? He's never scared. When has he ever been scared, Drew?
Yeah, when he went to fight Dooku the first time.
No, he wasn't. He's like, I'm going to take him now. And he charges at it.
He
He wasn't
seems
scared.
reckless in those things. Like this one, he's like, it looks like he's having fun with Ahsoka. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Like it's
yeah.
more like fun banter. Like, oh, here's this guy that's in the woods, and he's like smiling and.
Yep. And then it goes to adult Ahsoka, and Anakin is the Force Ghost, and he says, I'm always walking by your side. And she looks at him. And then it's Lucasfilm in red. And then immediately we get Thrawn right away.
Right away.
Citizens of the glorious empire, I have returned.
Ugh.
See, that is way better than
Somehow Palpatine.
citizens of the glorious empire. Somehow I have returned.
And he looks slimmer. I mentioned that in my reaction. Like,
oh, I don't know. I guess I do remember us thinking in the original from season 1, he had a little like beer belly,
and his face was more rounder. He had like more cheeky, like cheekies.
Oh,
like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but But we get this first scene of him going in on Dathomir. And look, you can see it's his main ship, I believe, the Chimera. But then you see in the corners the silhouettes of other destroyers. So
Yep.
he's already at this point, because we see him at the end of season 1 arriving at Dathomir. But now he's contacted other people that are hiding in the, out there somewhere. So, like, how does he get in contact with these other Star Destroyers? We don't know. Because, like...
But he has, like, a full crew on board the Chimera.
Well, right. But, like, we don't know, like, how does he get in contact with these other remnants that are still out there with destroyers? Because that means he's at least 2 destroyers that have been in hiding for 10, 12 years since the fall of the Empire. So that's pretty cool that, like, he can just get them, like, whatever. Because I think, well, I guess, what is it? What were those? The Shadow Council? Is that what they called it? So they're out there waiting for him.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, how do they know to get in contact with him once he returns? Is it just they hear the rumors, like they got contacts in the New Republic, and so they hear that Thrawn has returned?
Well, I feel like when Morgan left, then they probably knew that she was able to go try to find him.
Maybe that's true. That
so
she's
then
in contact.
they're on alert. Because remember, they're all talking to each other and they're waiting for Thrawn. And
right.
And remember in The Mandalorian, they're like, there's rumors that Thrawn's alive.
Right.
So I think when Morgan left, they probably assumed that,
because we don't know her relationship with the Shadow Council though. So, like, obviously it probably means that she was in contact with them somehow.
Yeah.
But we didn't see that any of those conversations. But
I also wonder, as soon as he was able to not be in the other galaxy, once he came back, he was probably able to just, like, shoot out a beacon, like, and maybe that's when this announcement came.
Maybe. Do you think it's like a radio broadcast?
Probably.
Kind of. Which is how the Palpatine one should have happened. We should have heard him take over all the radio frequencies of the galaxy. We could have just heard him as everyone else, learned it with them, and it would have been better.
Way better.
You don't have to like that he returned, but at least the presentation of hearing that he returned is in the movie. We see it. We're not told it, but whatever. But that's fine way. And so then we get a close-up on his face, which people criticize is that he's way too light-skinned for this. It does look like it's light blue. Now, it could just be because it's a white light shining on his face. It just looks brighter.
I think it just looks brighter, but it is kind of bright.
It does look... It's compared to, like, from Rebels, like, it's a lot lighter color, which I don't know why they...
Why do people, like...
Because this looks weird. It's like he has supposed to have a blue face, but this is just like light blue, baby blue. Now, I'm assuming it's just because if it's dark blue, it's harder to see facial expressions and stuff, so they want to, like... Or maybe they want the eyes to pop more by having on a lighter color. I don't know.
I also think in this image, it's bright outside, so it's like a bright light on his face.
And I do appreciate, and I don't know if they did this in season 1, but like that on his forehead, like that little, like, impression. I remember that from Rebels. Like, he has like that divot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm guessing that's just prosthetic. They just put a bunch of clay, a couple dabs of clay, and made a little cavern right there.
But that's why I feel like in the first one, he didn't have, his jawline wasn't as, like, it didn't come out like this. Like, he seems a lot thinner.
Yeah, I would have to, I don't remember, but we'll see. Looking out the window in 2027, then we see, so he says, I took an oath to protect the Empire, and we see Hera, Ezra in the back, some lady, and I think, so that guy right there, we saw him in season 1 when he was like on like the Senate Council,
Mm-hmm.
and he was really being in opposition to like Hera going out trying to find
Yeah, he was being a little
whatever.
butt.
But this is Senator Ziono, which, if you remember, he's the father of Kazuno Ziono from Star Wars Resistance, the animated show, which we've never covered on the show. Did you ever watch it though?
Never watched it.
I watched it, but
I watched the
so
first
like
season, but we've always talked about how we should break it down.
when we did watch season 1, and then like something came out. It was like Bad Batch season 3 or something. Like
Something
surprise
happened.
came out,
We were gonna do it.
and then like it came out, whatever. But yeah, so it's cool that he's there. Maybe we'll see little Kaz Ziono.
Yeah, I guess he's a baby, right?
He would be
Or a toddler.
he'd be a kid. So he's probably a kid at this, like a little baby, toddler, maybe something like that. But spoil. Oh man, I don't want to spoil it, but
No, don't spoil it. Because what if we break it down?
we're never going to break it down. He is on Hosnian Prime in episode 7 when Starkiller Base destroys it. So he dies by the Starkiller Base. So that's pretty sad, but people hated him season 1, so we're probably going to hate him more now. Hopefully he comes back pretty cool. Like he's like, all right, Thrawn's back. I'm on board. Let me get my contacts going. But
I feel
Ezra
like he's
there,
gonna be pushing back a little bit.
maybe at first, but I think once crap hits the fan, he's going to be pretty good.
It's cool to see Ezra in like
a flight suit.
Yeah.
Because we see him later on getting a starfighter.
Mm-hmm.
But Thrawn says, yeah, I took an oath to protect the Empire, and it's a hologram, so this is being, broadcast or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The second season arrives. Therefore, I declare war. So he looks a little bit bluer there.
Yes, and his room looks sick, bro.
Yeah, so he had those little like lizard things in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
So those are those things from the EU that negate the Force. Like the Force doesn't work within a certain radius of them. So maybe it'd be cool if we actually see those come, like actual ones. I don't know. He has some
they're
sort of
kind of like what's the thing in High Republic?
the Nameless.
Yeah,
kind of. We don't know how these ones work, but correct. He has artifacts.
he looks
art of some sort.
So dope like that in that.
I know we had a missed opportunity in Andor season 2. Like we wanted Thrawn to show up at Luthen's art gallery. I think it'd be cool if we got a flashback of this. Him picking up an artifact from Luthen's gallery back in the day. Get a flashback. That'd be pretty funny. But and then there's a protocol droid right there with red eyes. So, he's works for the Empire. Therefore, I declare war. And then we got this Star Destroyer, which I don't think that's technically
Thrawn's.
It's not Thrawn's just because his is all repaired with all the gold.
Well, and his also has the emblem underneath.
Right. But then we got those other cruisers there. I don't know my ships. I'm terrible with ships. Those are much smaller ones. Similar to the ones that we get in
Clone Wars.
No, Mando season 2. The ones that had like the Dark Troopers on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those like smaller ships, but they're still pretty
now
big.
That hologram, I think that was to the New Republic.
I think it was just to everybody.
Well, I think the New Republic saw it because this next scene and like this next clip, I mean, it's similar. It looks like the similar room. It's super white.
Right. And so then you see, so he says he declares war on the Rebel Alliance, which is weird that he...
Yeah, because it's not the Rebel Alliance anymore. It's the New Republic.
Yeah, it's the New Republic. So maybe he's just because the Empire has been dead, like the files haven't been updated because
he doesn't know.
There hasn't been an update. So he knows because he's been in contact with Morgan Elsbeth.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. She's dead. But so he knows that the Empire fell and there's a new Republic. But it's interesting they call them the Rebel Alliance. Maybe just because it is an arrogant thing, like the Empire hasn't died because we're still here, and so
Yeah,
therefore
they're
you're
still
not in a.
reliant. They're still.
Yep. But we got Senator Ziono right there as well, and they're looking at like a production of like ships. So there's a Star Destroyer and two smaller ones that Hera's looking at. Then the space battle begins, and they drop these pods on Republic ships, and I knew right away what they were doing. Did you? You probably didn't. I was like, these are definitely witches in these things. So I was waiting for it. Go see my reaction. I freaked out. But they land and then drill a hole in, and the witches drop in. And these are zombie witches. They have their arrows, and then Andrew. You see his meme that he posted? That side by side with Omega because she has the same bow. Like, oh, maybe it's Omega all these years. No, calm down. You've never even seen Bad Batch season 3. Calm down, dude.
It's Omega.
But yep, zombies killing people, and then like she like, catches on. She, I guess, when they get shot, they similar to like Savage and all them, like all the witch power. It's like a one hit kill basically. And then like Morak too, we see when he dies, he releases the smoke. So that I think that's a different witch too, because she has different hair. But I don't know. I'm super excited for like a zombie witch invasion on these ships. I'm super excited. And then we see like an escape pod, maybe. I think that's an escape pod of some sort going on to Dathomir. Ahsoka says, I had a vision, and here we are on Dathomir. We got some witches. We got, I believe that's Enoch right there. And I think that's the sword thing that he fights later on with. But we got some witch magic going on here. Sabine says, what did you see? She said, and Ahsoka says, war. And so we got Sabine there with lightsaber, and I think her hair is a different color or longer here. I can't remember what her hair was.
Did you skip forward?
No, I'm just walking through the.
Somehow my thing skipped that part.
I'm at 48 seconds.
That's weird. It like jumped for me.
When it jumps to Ahsoka standing on her ship, I guess, with Sabine. Now, Sabine doesn't have all of her hair products, so she can't do her fancy bougie hair colors or anything. So
it's fading.
It's like this, like kind of like a light pinkish, kind of long, kind of scraggly.
She has a lightsaber.
Yep,
a big old hilt too. Jeez,
is it big? Let me go back.
Huge.
That's
a Disney hill if I've ever seen one.
Well, she's also a very small, petite woman, so it just looks big because she's a small woman. Because Rosario Dawson is a much taller person, and you can see one person.
Is that?
I think it's Ezra's original saber, which I think later on he gets it back because we see him with it. I don't know, I'm assuming it's this one. So does that mean because he has saber, that means Ahsoka and Sabine found a way back to the Republic? Has to be. I doubt that.
I would assume.
I doubt that she's not going to make it back this season. That would be wild if like she doesn't get back to like the final season or final episode. That'd be kind of crazy. But I'm assuming, I bet by season or episode 5, if there's 8 episodes, 5 she'll be back. So in the last 3 episodes, she'll be in the galaxy, or the main galaxy. But anyway, space battle, and we got some B-wings, and they're lasering it up on this one here is the, because we see the big ring around it, this
Mhm.
hyperspace ring that he used.
And it's gold.
Yeah. So B-wings are always pretty cool when you can see them in action. This is lasers, and then there's tons of ships, dude.
Mm-hmm.
At 51 seconds, like there's just tons of them. So I guess this is some sort of because the New Republic does not have a military officially. Like they have like a defense something, but it's not a military. So these just might be random planets that have their own military that are kind of like Episode 9 when people just show up, they get the message, and I maybe who knows. But there's just an all-out battle. And I have the subtitles on, so some says we're in more danger than I thought, which I think is Ahsoka. And so they're back on Peridia, and they find some sort of stone structure with like seemingly a map of some sort on it. Like there's just like circles and stuff like we've seen with the Ahsoka show in season 1, the different like star map type things that are ancient as well as like on their nav computers and stuff. But they both use the Force to open up a kind of like a yin yang type door thing,
Mm-hmm.
light and dark, which would be interesting to see what that has to be all about concerning the Force. And then we get some snow action back on Predator, where we left off with Balin's skull. He was in the snow mountains looking for whatever he was looking for, and so ship lands. I'm assuming that Shin Hati comes out here because we see her come back, but we get the first look at the new actor for Balin's skull here. We don't get any good like straight shots really. It's always like here it's just in like a snowstorm, so we don't get a good shot. But
Kind of looks like Hopper in that.
Actually, it does.
Doesn't
Hopper
it?
season 4 of he's in Russia right now
Yeah.
in a labor camp.
Doesn't it though?
It does actually. Now that you mention it, and then Anakin says here, Balin claimed to have knowledge of a power. And then Shin Hati's right there. She yells master, he turns on the saber, and then you see Shin Hati, and then Anakin says, one that could end wars. We don't know what that means. Everyone's looking for the next big power to like bring peace, but like we got hinted at this in season 1 that Balin Skull had visions or feelings or dreams or something of something big and powerful, maybe time related. We always speculate with the show that the world between worlds is how things are going to go down. We thought we were going to see that in season 1. We also then speculated that that's how she's going to get back to the main galaxy, is to the world between worlds. She has experience with it, and it would just make sense. Same with all these like designs of like navigation and stuff.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent. So they're in some sort of structure. She uses the Force to like manipulate some puzzle piece type things. Then there's like this is definitely a video game puzzle level right here. Trying to line up mirrors and lights. Very reminiscent of like Jedi Fallen Order, like when you had to like do puzzles in that game. But I was listening, some people think those are 2 eyeballs. Those windows right there. So those could be those statues that Balin was on.
They look like eyeballs.
It could be like you line up the puzzle, complete the puzzle, then it shoots lights out the eyes, and you can look through the eyes to see what it's shining on. Then you have to go there type of thing. But and make note of the floor right there, Drew, because we'll come back to that, I believe. So another spot of space. And maybe this is like just before the battle, a big battle begins or something. But this is not Dathomir, so this might be just like maybe they're collecting the fleet. Everyone's gathering to make the jump to Dathomir. When we get Chopper at 105, he's holding like a power battery, like a car battery or something.
Yeah, it was cool to see Chopper like that. He's probably
It's
bringing
pretty
it to
cool.
Ezra.
Maybe. And then we got Ezra here hugging Zeb. It's almost like they put Zeb in the Mandalorian Grogu movie, so when people who haven't seen Rebels watch Ahsoka season 2, they'll know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And Ezra takes off in a starship in is that an A-wing? Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Then it just, but then it seemed like there was a battle there too. So I don't know exactly
Yeah,
where.
this is definitely a battle. But maybe it's like for the first 3 Star Destroyers that they saw, not Thrawn.
Maybe, but there's TIE fighters here too. We can see.
Because this is Ezra in his suit, you know? So, like,
Right.
maybe they were like briefing and then. I don't know. But, like, going back to, like, this really feels like a movie quality stuff. Like,
Yeah.
just the way it looks, the way it feels. Like, it very similar to, like, how Andor felt. Like, it doesn't feel like they're.
Well, I think this feels bigger than Andor because we didn't get space battles. We got that
True.
one, and it's like this is this all these different ships, all that's going on. Like that costs a lot more money than what we got in Andor.
Yeah.
And Andor spent a lot of money.
That's
So
true. It,
like the
it,
scale of these battles are going to be
yeah, it doesn't feel like they're in the whatever it's called the whole time.
the volume.
The volume, yeah.
I don't think much. I don't think really much of Ahsoka was. There's some, but I think most of this is. I think they aren't even going to use the volume anymore. I don't. I feel like they're
I
done
think
with the
it's kind of
volume.
dead, yeah.
Yeah, that hype is over. Like, all right, it's not as cool as we thought it was going to be. But then Ahsoka says, a long time ago, I walked away from the Jedi, and then we see. Okay, is it just me, or so we see Anakin on the ground during that flashback again?
Mm-hmm.
Does that not look like Harrison Ford? I think that looks exactly like Harrison
I think it's
Ford
a fuzzy
from,
jacket.
but just like this face and like I don't know, it just
For me,
going sideways like that. It
looks
looks like Harrison Ford in from Episode 5. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I don't see it. I see Hayden.
I don't know, dude. Even if you go sideways, but his face is sideways and it's dark and it's at an angle, and I just thought this like, why is Han Solo? No, he's still alive. He's
True.
he's still alive and kicking. But then it jumps back to her.
They should have young Han in this. Where is the crew?
Well, Luke's running around doing Luke stuff.
This is a big stuff to miss.
We'll get him. If we get that Thrawn movie, we're gonna get everyone. I think the rumors were that at some point, Carrie Fisher's daughter was gonna do like mocap face thing for Leia if they were to bring her in live action again, but should be pretty cool. But we got a quick look at Ahsoka, and then we get back to a battle on Dathomir. Anakin says, "This is your trial, Ahsoka." So we see New Republic soldiers, but then we see Ezra
And these
with
weird
what?
things.
Huh? Weird things.
Wait, where are you at?
At 112, Ezra.
Bro,
The
my thing
troopers.
is skipping like crazy.
So he has blaster, Chopper's in the back, and he has this lightsaber on his hip. Is that the same? I'm trying to think. No, because he made a new one. Yeah, he made a new one. Remember? Because Hu Yang was like had the part that Kanan has that like that flat disc part. It's like I had one more piece of these left, and the last person who used one was your old master. Yeah. So he made a new one. So that's a new saber. And then it says Anakin says, "This is your trial, Ahsoka." This is them as adults. Then we see Ahsoka and Sabine. Sabine has her helmet on, and they got the rat wolf thing, bat looking things. I forget what they're called. But then, very, very quickly, for like just a few frames, we see these crazy.
You can see it in this one with the helmet on and their guns out. You can see them in the background.
Oh, barely.
Yeah.
But these kind of like remind me of
Demigorgons?
no,
Oh.
like was it like the second Transformers movie?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Those old like
Yeah.
original primes or whatever.
Yeah.
They had those really long like whatever. It kind of reminds me of that, even though they're completely different.
They're definitely unique looking though. Cool
But like
creatures.
really long arms.
Like orangutan looking arms.
I don't know, but there's like
They have
tall and
spikes coming out
slender.
of them. They look robots though. Like droids.
No, but I feel like it's almost like they
Bro, look
had like bats. They had wings, and then like the skin
Bro, they
is
look like
removed.
droids. Because if you stop it at 115, you can see like a circle thing where the hint, where he, like the elbow would be.
The one on the top of the cliff.
Yeah. Looks like a Lego
I don't
piece.
know, dude. It just this is a skeletal structure. I don't know, because there wouldn't be any
Come on. That is,
droids on this planet.
that we know of.
It's an ancient planet. There's like I think they're just monsters, but I think they're like it's like they almost had like skin between the bones removed, and they used to be like these giant bats, but they don't have those anymore. So they're just crawling around. But they look like some other creature from I don't know if it was in Star Wars or in some other franchise. It just reminded me of it for some reason. I can't remember what it is, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what these guys are all about. Then right after that, we see Enoch. He has that staff again that has like the witch magic blade on it, green flame blade.
Mm-hmm.
They're on Dathomir, and he going to fight against Ezra with his blue lightsaber. So that's exciting.
And that's a cool shot at 116 with Ezra's hair blowing back and like the blades are blocking right in front of him.
Yeah, and then he has like the glow on his eyes.
Yeah, that's a sick shot.
Which is funny because like that's like something that would happen in Rebels, like a glow on his eyes and you don't know what it means. Anakin here then says it might be time to decide. Okay, Shin Hati in the daylight. I'm kind of excited to see like what her character ends up doing because it's like she's got abandoned by her master. She hates Ahsoka and Sabine kind of because that's what she was supposed to do. And she was like hanging out with like those pirate guys or whatever, or those like nomad people or whatever that were raiders. That's what I was thinking. So it's like she has like all these options of what she could do. I kind of hope that
I think she's gonna be good.
I think she'll turn good because like I remember like in season 1, Balin was talking about. She's like, "Do you miss the Jedi Order?" And he's like, "I miss the idea of it." So it's like she kind of has this idea of like the Jedi are good. They were good. Maybe things can go back to what they once were. So that'd be cool. Maybe she'll give her life up to like save somebody or something. But then she goes up against Hu Yang.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He has those are those raiders in the background right there. Yep. But he has 4 sabers. He has like 2. It's like 2 yellow and kind of like 2 lime green.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited about the yellow ones because that's my favorite saber color. So it's cool that he's gonna be fighting with 4 sabers. I hope he doesn't die.
I think he will.
This guy is 1,000 years old and helped every Jedi build a lightsaber. So hopefully he'll be good. Anakin says, "Are you a Jedi?" Quick Ezra versus Enoch again. A couple frames. And then we got Sabine with a flamethrower. Well, now that picture right there, is that the same creature? Yeah. No? Because it doesn't have any like spikes on it. At 121. That looks like a droid, but I don't see any spikes on him.
No, but I
The
think it's the
flame,
same creature, bro.
but there's no spikes, dude.
I
Like when he
know.
lifts up the sword,
I
there's
think.
no spikes.
I think, bro. I'm telling you, I think they're droids.
I don't know. We'll see. There's another fight scene where they fight a bunch of something at the end. But TIE fighters are going through space on a green planet. So we
Yeah,
had a red planet, a blue planet, and now a green planet.
maybe a
Bunch
little.
of ships are destroyed.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Poor Republic. Is that the ghost there on the bottom?
Yep, that's a gross cross in the front.
Oh. No, that's not the ghost crossing.
How's it not?
Because it's not the ghost. It's not. The ghost isn't that flat. The ghost looks more like the one on the bottom, but I don't think the bottom one is the ghost. I don't know. We'll see. Anakin says, or not. So the question is, are you a Jedi or not? So we'll find out what she decides. Do you think she's going to become a Jedi again, or do you think she's going to continue on her own path? What's your theories right here?
I want her to say I'm no Jedi. Just
Well,
cause.
she'll probably say that first, and then he'll ask this towards the end of all this stuff. I want to say, I think she's going to say she's a Jedi because at the end of episode 9, when Rey is laying on the ground, calling out to the Jedi,
And Ahsoka's
all
answers.
all those voices come. We hear her say something,
Mm-hmm.
but that was Ashley Eckstein that said those words, not Rosario Dawson.
Well, that's because that was before Ridaro
Right.
was hired.
But Ahsoka. Now we don't know if at that point Ahsoka is alive or dead, because it's implied that they're all dead. But Dave Filoni was, when it was asked, does this mean Ahsoka is dead because she's voiced with all the other dead people? He's like, not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Dave Filoni. So I think at least whether she's dead or not, I think she's a Jedi, and that's why she was able to speak in those moments.
Yeah.
So, and then we're back. Space battle. That I don't think that's a. That might be the ghost. I don't know. I don't remember the ghost having those 4 engines though. Could be. I don't know. But Red Planet, that's the Chimera there. And then the next scene, we see a green planet. And they're chasing that. There's a B-Wing there. There's this other Republic ship, new one here with 2 TIE fighters. So then here, these here are droids. But these are not the same, like those creatures at 128. They're inside that head, what we think might be a head, doing that puzzle. And these droids, white droids, come out.
I just looked up. The Ghost does have those 4 engines like that.
Okay.
So that's definitely the Ghost.
But they're fighting these inside this puzzle, these white droids with like these huge swords.
I'm telling you, I think those other things are droids too. But they're not the same ones, you're right.
Unless these arms like open up and like spikes come out, but
yeah.
But these are much smaller too.
Yeah.
Those other things are huge.
And they have swords. These ones have swords.
Yeah, so then it just ends with Sabine sliding with her saber, attacking or defending or whatever. And that's Ahsoka Season 2, Disney Plus. So that is the trailer. This was nonstop action. Like we said, high budget.
Teaser trailer of all time.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's only 135.
Still pretty long though.
Teaser trailers are usually like 1.5 to 150. Full-length trailers, those are the ones that are 2 minutes, like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, this is gonna be, I think, really good. I think it's gonna be way better than season. People kind of like had mixed feelings about season 1. But I think with all the action and high budget and all this stuff, all these characters coming back, I think it's gonna be really good. So
Yeah, I'm really pumped for it. It's gonna be really good, and the quality just seems like it's movie quality. Like they're going all in for this.
yeah,
I think
so
there's gonna be
I'm
moments
hyped.
in this show that is going to give you the same feeling as the finale of season 2 of The Mandalorian when we saw Anakin.
Me and Luke.
Or I mean Luke, yeah, sorry.
Well, you guys love that. I wasn't always the most hyped about it.
But the average person is very hyped about that scene. And I think there's going to be certain things that happen in this, especially like the Clone War flashback with Anakin, and like you what you said too. Like there's a lot more. It definitely feels like Anakin is going to be in this a lot more than he was in season 1. Like he's like a primary character in this show, even though he's a ghost and flashbacks. Like he's still going to be in it
Right.
a lot. So I'm excited for it.
Now we know from season 1 that Sabine. It implied that she could sense that Anakin's Force Ghost was there, but couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But Rosario, but Ahsoka could see him.
Yeah.
Do we think that Sabine will grow in the Force or whatever, and she can be able to see Anakin there?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's going to be Ahsoka and Anakin exclusive like thing.
Speaking of exclusive, we have a Patreon for our exclusives content. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to see how that plays out. Because like, I'm guessing like he's gonna be prominent like on the first half of the season. And like once they get off or something, then it's gonna be like she's just gonna be too much in the action to like worry about.
You're just gonna have him over her shoulder. Duck, dive.
Yeah. It would be cool though if he could like do something to like influence something that happens. But
I think the concept behind this is her trial, and is she gonna be a Jedi or not, is really, really cool.
Well, and the thing is, we don't have like any like explanation in canon what the Jedi trial is exactly. We know it's like a test, but like we don't know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes it's implied that it's like an actual like test, like okay, show up at this place at this date and time, and you do your trial. But then it's also implied like they could just go through a hard event,
and it's worthy enough as a trial.
Yeah, so it's like, what exactly? How does the trial thing work? You know, he is technically a council member, so he can make someone a Jedi. But I don't know.
Well, he's probably also talking to his son.
I don't know, dude. Maybe. Do you think we'll see the three of them together? Luke and Ahsoka talking to Anakin.
Even if we just get like a Luke and he's talking to Anakin, and then Anakin goes and talks to Ahsoka. Like
maybe.
Because we've never had Force ghosts relay messages to other people.
Maybe.
Like, imagine if they start using the Force ghost as like, hey, can you go tell this person across the galaxy? Like,
and the thing is, they gotta like, but they can't overuse a Force ghost. So, because then it's just we already think that they bring them back too easily and and stuff. So it's like we can't have Anakin in like every single conversation.
It would be a little bit too much.
Then it's just like he's back and alive. But
it would be so cool. Like if that Clone Wars part, if that's a full episode of them in the Clone Wars, as like her remembering this situation, I would be down for that. Or maybe if it's like 2 episodes, like Clone Wars episodes, that'd be so cool.
What would be cool is if in the flashback, her and Anakin, they come across like some sort of temple thing or whatever, and it's like a similar. It's like the one side of the door, and the other door is in Pridia, and she's like, "Wait." She's in Pridia. She's like that rock, whatever. Like, this looks familiar, and it's because she remembered it from what they discovered on that mission in the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that's how she like gets back. Is she like, I already know this. This is familiar. Like, I can figure this out, type of thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Be sweet.
All right, bye, Will. He's going to bed. He's in the chat.
Yep.
I must rest.
Rest. A rest I need.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, that is the trailer. And so that means it's just time for everyone's favorite time of every episode, voicemail time.
It's voicemail time.
All right, fun. Well, we have one voicemail, and it's from Will. So hopefully, maybe he's still there hanging out. But I forgot to adjust the volume on this, so I have no idea how it's going to be. But we got this one voicemail tonight from Will. He's just giving an update on his life. So let's take a listen.
Hey, Empire Radio. Will here. A lot has happened in my life since last we spoke. I got basically a promotion at my job.
Ooh.
I am now and I put this in air quotes, chef of the deli department. So basically what I do is I cook, yes, but sometimes I cook, sometimes I warm up stuff that's in a plastic bag and make it taste better. But that's what my life is now. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but I get off at 1 p.m. And that is for 5 days a week. And honestly, I don't mind it. I get to do what I want to do with the rest of my day.
True.
And get work over with. But yeah. That's all.
All right, thank you. Well, that's pretty awesome. Getting promoted, working your way up
in computer work.
I think he does two things. I think he does he worked at a grocery store thing before, so I think this is at the same spot. But he was also doing computer website design side also from home. So I think he's doing two things. But Will, if you're listening to this afterwards, give us a clarification on all your career lines. But he's working in a deli, making food for people. People got to eat. That 4:30 is kind of rough.
Yeah. What time is it?
I understand you get off at 1:00, but you gotta go to bed by 8 or 9.
He's going to bed right now. What time is it in North Carolina?
10:30.
Yeah.
So I guess he can sleep. He doesn't need a lot of sleep. But for me, I gotta have to give myself at least 7-8 hours.
Bro, I haven't been going to
just
bed
to try and sleep
until 2 a.m. Because
why?
The last 3 nights of work, I worked until 2 a.m.
Mandatory overtime?
Yes and no. One of them was, and the other one I was like, I'll just stay again.
Make those extra few bucks, I guess.
Overtime money, baby.
Yep. All right, well, that was good to hear from you. Thanks for the update. But we haven't been getting a lot of voicemails lately.
We haven't been live in a while either, so
that too. But so all you people who used to send in voicemails, if you're listening right now, give us an update on your life. Who do we got? Sky King and who else? Grass Monkey. Where are you, Grass Monkey? Garrett, where have you been? We haven't heard what's going on with the Coup d'Etatverse. It's been 6 months or something like that since we've heard. The story must continue. I don't even remember what happened last time.
No.
Something about pirates showing up or something, I think. But I don't know.
Tollivers.
Lucy, are you still alive, Lucy?
I don't know what's going on with Lucy.
Lucy is
Junior?
No, I think she's a senior. Is
We're
she a senior?
old.
No, wait, no, maybe she's a I don't know.
Well, think about this.
No, I think she's a senior because I think she was gonna.
She's been gone for a year for sure.
I can look up when her last voicemail was. I can just
It was a
do name
long
search.
time ago. I know she sent in, like, her mom sent in emails or something before, but
let's see. Why doesn't it have like the date on here? What the heck? Well, it said episode 301. I don't know why it doesn't say the date on it on this file. But this is episode 358. So it's been like over a year.
and that's not including the time that we've been off.
Right.
And
so it's
the other
been over a year worth of episodes,
Yes.
but it's been probably like 16 months or
it's been a
15
while.
months.
So Lucy,
I think she's a senior. I'm trying to think because I think like next summer, like she was supposed to she was done with school and we were supposed to go to a graduation party or something like that in Seattle. But you can go to Seattle for free. You can go whenever you want. You can go visit her.
Sure.
But I don't know. Because I think it was, we were thinking that last year was going to be Star Wars Celebration. We were going to go.
Mm-hmm.
But then they wanted us to go visit them out there for her graduation summer. But we didn't want to do 2 trips and back to back. So
I wonder if their family's going.
I don't know. I should message Lucy, see if they're going to, because it's during the school year, so it's kind of it's a weekend. But if she's a senior, she probably has to focus on stuff. But I think I have to go back and check my messages with her. But yeah, all you people we haven't heard from in a while, send us a voice. And if you've never sent a voicemail, send us a voicemail. So if you want to know how to do that, go in the description below, links.co/Empire Radio, links below 2 eyes, landing page for everything Empire Radio. And one of the links is to send a voicemail. Super easy. It's free. You don't got to sign up. You just push record, stop record, send. I think you got to put your name on it. That's it. It's super easy. Just send in a voicemail. Let us know what you think about this. And we're going to be off now. So we are taking, we got one more episode.
I was gonna say,
next week we're doing, we'll be gone for a month. So you got time to stockpile all these voicemails over the next plus 5 weeks or whatever. So, because next week we're going to do the 9th Jedi. We're going to do the whole season review. And then we're off from Empire Radio for a month, but we'll be doing our Patreon episode for September. So follow us on Patreon too, if you want, because we'll be doing Interstellar because Drew and Grace have never seen it, and so they're going to do their reviews. And so we've been trying to get Drew to watch that for years, and he finally watched it recently, and we're going to record that with Grace. And then we're taking September off, and then we'll come back with some stuff in October. So I think, I don't know if we mentioned it did we mention it on air that we might got to do a book maybe?
Yeah, we talked about it.
So
Actually,
maybe we'll get
it on air, but we're going to review a book.
Probably do a book. I was going to maybe reach out to, Marina, are you listening? Maybe I'll reach out to you. Maybe in October we can have Grace on. We can do a blind ranking episode and have you on for that. That'd be fun. But we got to come up with some ideas. And so we'll see how that plays out.
All right.
But yeah. So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, join the Discord, ban email, all that kind of stuff. Go check us out. Follow us. Twitch, YouTube. Anything else, Drew?
No, that's it.
All right, fun. Well, you've been listening to another Ahsoka-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.